Last week, I was on the Charles Payne Show talking about Ray Dalio's new article in Time magazine saying the world is, quote, on the brink of great disorder. If you don't know Ray Dalio, he's the founder of Bridgewater, one of the world's biggest hedge funds, which he founded after getting drunk, punching his boss in the nose, and oddly enough, getting fired. Beyond this non-traditional career strategy, Dalio's interesting because he pays a lot of attention to history, looking for parallels to today's events and tracing out what happened last time. Indeed, despite modern trappings, mankind has been here before, often many times before. Dalio wrote an article a few days ago listing 3 things that freak him out because they haven't happened since the 1930s. 1, soaring debt and inflation. 2, historic gaps in income and wealth. 3, great powers flirting with world war. He's worried that these could mean our system could completely crash in the next 18 months, reaching a, quote, major inflection that will lead to big changes. He even worries about civil war due to rising anti-elite sentiment on both sides. He estimates that 30 to 40% of Americans are now populist, 2/3 on the right, as in Trump, 1/3 on the left, as in Bernie, with RFK currently trying to bridge the two. Meanwhile, he thinks the elite supporting moderates don't have any fight in them. They're coasting on inertia. Nobody listens to them unless they are paid to. I think he is correct to be worried about these things, though I don't think he pins the root cause, which is the growth of government and, above all, the scope and scale of the Federal Reserve. These drive debt and inflation, his point number 1. They drive wealth inequality, as the Fed takes from the poor in inflation and gives to the rich in asset purchases. Worse, they drive political polarization, because big government breaks more and more things while pushing everything it can into the political arena, yes, including the kids, where both sides must fight or grovel. So populism on both left and right took off in the wake of the 2008 crisis, both because 2008 was such a total failure of the elite and because it revealed the deep corruption running the country. Millions of Americans concluded correctly that the system is rigged. COVID was 2008 on steroids. Epic incompetence and epic corruption that we're only now starting to reveal. As for Ray's third point, war. Historically, when the masses reject the establishment, the elite's first response is war, because it unites and distracts like nothing else. Plus, war has the very appealing feature that national security can be used to suppress dissent. War is push-button totalitarianism. It always has been. No COVID required. So what is the solution? The easy way is the elite proactively shrinks in scope. Get government out of the economy, out of social engineering, out of propagandizing kids or suppressing bona fide disagreement. The establishment is unpopular because it is trying to control everything and failing, so control less. Of course, this will not happen. It takes a wise elite to proactively step back, and this bunch is not wise, in which case Dalio's great disorder becomes more and more likely with each new failure. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.